What's good, YouTube? So this is another day. Today I'm gonna give myself a lineup, and I'm gonna show y'all how I give myself a lineup. Let's start off by showing like what's underneath the hood. Let's go. Woo. Okay. Sorry, it's still a little messed up from wearing the do-rag, but I'm gonna comb that out. Let me show y'all the back real quick. I learned that when I use a mirror, y'all can see the back properly. You can also see what I'm showing y'all. So the connections definitely did get better. The connections definitely did get better. I'm gonna still comb it out. I'm gonna still comb it. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna still comb it out so y'all can see. But first, I want to take back what I said. The product. Hold on. Let me get it for y'all. So I've been using this product still. And I've been spraying a good amount. I haven't washed my hair since the last time I washed my hair. That will be this week. But I've been using it with my brush session, and my waves definitely got tighter. It definitely got more waves, and it feels better. And it doesn't really leave my hair feeling gunky. It doesn't leave a crazy shine, but that's what I got my pomade for. But it's helping. So I'm gonna give myself a quick comb session so I could like open up my hair, and I'll be right back. If I prolong this any longer, I'm gonna show y'all how I give myself a taper and a lineup during a wolf session. See you soon. These are the Wall Magic Clip cordless. These clippers are adjustable. What that means is the lever on the side of the clipper, when you move it, that's in the closed position, and when you move it backwards, it's gonna be in the open position. What that means is that when it's open, it cuts less hair, so it won't take as much hair off as it would be in the closed position. I have two trimmers. It doesn't matter which one you use, but there are differences such as the blade size, and my Babyliss Gold FX are more hitters than my Andes Slimline Pros. For shavers, I'll use my Babyliss shavers. These are used to bald out a certain area. It's just like using a razor, but much safer and much easier. Although they can cause razor bumps, they get closer than a razor, to be honest. These are two types of razor holders that house the actual razor that will be cutting your hair. I like to use a razor after I do my lineup with a trimmer. It just makes it much more crisper, in my opinion. I'll be using combs and brushes to create a canvas that I could control and cut. It doesn't really matter what comb you use. However, for brushes, it's better to use a soft brush so that it doesn't irritate the client's scalp. This is clipper side. This is to clean your tools, your cutting tools, before and after every haircut. Please use it to keep your client safe. Read the directions so it can be as effective as possible. I use a little brush to take away the hair that's left on the machine after cutting. This is what I use before I spray the clipper side on my tools. I use witch hazel in the mister. The mister is to get it in the skin. The witch hazel is for inflammation and is antiviral and also tones the skin. Instead of alcohol, I added aftershave in a bottle for a scent and to clean the skin. This is a blend of oil that I made before I used the razor on my beard. I may put this on. This is to make my skin healthy, my hair healthy. It is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and it hydrates the skin also. I'll be using a strong hairspray. I use this when I'm doing lineups so it keeps the hair in place. When I hit it with a trimmer, it just makes it more crispier. Last but not least, I'll be using a mirror. The use for this is just to see the back of my head. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stress the matter of cleaning your tools. Alright? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Just take a brush, take your tool, brush off the extra hair or whatever is on it. Take your spray, spray front, spray back. The directions say leave it for 10 minutes. You do so, boom, it's clean. And you're gonna do this for all your tools, especially if you're cutting more than one client or if you have client, you're cutting more than one person, you do this after or before every person, okay? This is just so you know you're not spreading something from one person to the other person. Both parties will be safe, alright? Now without further ado, let's get into this. I know I already said that. Let's get into this cut. See what y'all been waiting for. First, I'll be using my Gold FX trimmers to make my bald line. This is going to determine the height of the taper and also the style and shape the taper comes out. I'm going to use the 1.5 guard to bring down the area where I'll be doing my lineup and taper, just so I can have a more controlled area to work with. For my first guideline, I'll be using the clipper without a guard open. That means that the lever is facing the back of the clipper. Sorry for the shaking, guys. I hang my camera to get a higher view. For my second guideline, I'll be using the 1 guard and I have the lever open to make it a 1.5. Since I already have the 1 guard on, I'm going to close the lever and I'm going to lighten up the spot between the 2 guidelines. To blend the 2 guidelines together, I'm going to use the half guard and I'll play with the lever. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to use the corner of the blade. This is so it kind of cuts every other hair, and instead of it making a new guideline, is going to space the line apart so it looks like it's being faded in. The 2 guidelines will look like it's being faded in. To blend the first guideline into the skin, I'm going to use the clippers without a guard and play with the lever. Oh, so my camera is about to die, so I might have to skip past the back. But if I'm gonna leave you with one thing, for the back it's very hard. I would say make a line in the back, make a line in the front above your ear, and try to keep this as naturally as possible. I'll try to do the line in front of my ear, but basically after you make this line, you connect the two. I'm gonna turn off my camera so I could at least show you the little steps that I'm gonna take. I don't know if you could see it, but basically I cleared out a little space right here. I didn't go too high, I kept it natural, and then I'm gonna connect the line from the back to the line in the front. Alright, so if you could see now, I lined it up and I cleared out the hair that was in the way. I just want to say, everyone, it's so important to work with what you got. I'll show y'all something. So I don't got much. I just got a camera and a few little equipments I got over the years. Not for like haircutting or anything, but just because I was trying to be on YouTube way before. One thing I was using was that. That's how I was filming previously. This little thing that I put together that pointed from the top. Now what I'm using is, I'll show you a picture of it, but is I don't know, a mount with a sucking cup on it that you could put onto like glass surfaces. So that's what I'm using right now. With that being said, I'm gonna show you my lineup. I kind of went through the detailing phase off of camera, and I kind of like fixed up my hair a little bit. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, you know, we learn it together, y'all. And that's the front, and that's the back. Behind the ears. And since I didn't really get to show y'all behind the ears, I'll explain in a different video. But basically, use one of your fingers like a pivot, and when you're holding onto your clipper, use your finger as a pivot, and with that you could get like a circular motion. Still be cautious, but that's how you could get a controlled circular motion, a full 180 motion. You hear my mom in the background? I almost forgot about the shaver, y'all. But the shaver, like I said, is like a razor. You're gonna do it to make an extra transition. And what I'm gonna do, if you want it, I'm gonna use it with the grain so it cuts less first, so I could lighten up this spot, and then against the grain, so to make it completely bald. So the first line I made was with the trimmers. So I know that over here is where the trimmer starts, so I'm gonna go underneath it, like right around there. Now I'm gonna blend these in, which are the same steps as these. But yeah, I'm gonna blend these in. Oh, my camera died.
So that's a cut, everyone.
Excuse the mess you're about to see, everyone, but I was feeling myself. I almost forgot, don't forget to clean your customer up, spray them down, and put some moisturizer on them so their skin don't stay irritated.